Dear fellows, my speech, my project is about inspiration. So you're all probably thinking that I'm going to be talking about some serious things. That's right, but first of all, let's have some fun, just to grab your attention. It will be important third in my speech. First of all, let's look at some pictures and make sense of what's going on there and what those guys are doing actually. So first we have these guys, like a Spider-Man, man, thinks he's a Spider-Man probably. Then this woman pretending she's from Flintstones. And then this Reno guy, Michael from the USA. Must be tough. And then we have this Tika. Then we have another Spider-Man that is popular. We also have some camels. And we also have chickens. So guys, just what do you think these guys are doing? Like, looks like they're a bunch of weirdos, right? So, like a parade of some crazy people. Maybe they're actually walking or running. Probably they're running from the police or I don't know from whom. But in reality, the reality is not that simple. And let's not jump to snap conclusions, because all those guys can be called modern heroes. And moreover, I would like you all to follow in their footsteps, in a way. Not just put on those crazy clothes, but do the thing that they are doing. And this thing is very important, because what they are doing there is helping to make the world a better place. Let us see how they are doing it and how you all can do it. So, let's learn from modern heroes. Well, what those guys are doing in reality is combining two things. Two very simple but powerful things. First of all, it's charity and sports, mainly running. So you would say that's a strange combination. Yes, at first sight, these two things don't seem compatible. But let's look deeper. Because what is charity? Our general perception about charity is that it is something really serious, really important, and it takes a lot of courage for us to do. Not everybody can do it, because you all sometimes you have to work with the sick and deprived and the orphans, and I don't know, in a hospice, for example. So this is really hard, really tough. And then we have running, which is just basically a happy movement, and you're free, and you can run wherever you want. But actually, this mix is a very powerful one. Let us see why. I am not going to ask you about whether you have taken part in a charity movement, because this is a very deeply personal thing. Well, I can only speak for myself. I've never found enough courage to go to a hospital or work with the orphans, for example. What I have been doing is supporting some charities, some really big charities financially. So basically what I've been doing is I've been making transfers from my phone every month. I've actually signed up for a direct debit. Basically that means you don't have to do anything. The money is drawn from your account to those charities. And I'm not saying that is wrong in any way, because money is important, and all charities are usually pressed for cash, and they badly need that cash. But what I lack in this form of volunteering is this personal human touch, because you basically are not related to those charities, to the work they are doing. You're just helping them financially. But this way of volunteering is so much more powerful, because this adds the second dimension, human touch, in the form of you running. So how is it all organized? Basically, the idea is very simple. First of all, we all love running, don't we? Let's raise your hands, those who do love running. Like almost all of the audience. That's great. I love running too. And it's very easy to say why. Because running is that easy. You don't need to have any equipment. You don't need to have special venue. for you to run. Just put your sneakers on, just plug your earphones in, just take your phone with the mobile app, which counts your steps, for example, and just go outside and go hit the road, go running. Easy, right? And the idea here is that you do this, you go running, and this way you can actually help those charities. So basically, the deal is this. You pay the entrance fee to take part in this running event, usually not very big amount, and it serves as a donation to the charity. Then you're running this distance. It may be a marathon, it may be half marathon, but usually the distance is much smaller, like 5 to 10 kilometers. You guess the idea. The idea that to attract as wide an audience as possible. And then you hit road, you go running, you cross that finish line, you get your medal, and you get something much more important, something much deeper than that. Because what you get is, first of all, the sense of belonging to a group of fellow individuals who are also helping to make this world a better place. You all have come together, have paid these dues, and all the money that you have spent on this event will go towards some really important things, really important projects, helping people from all over the world live in a better positions. And moreover, what you get here is the sense of changing the world. Because we usually think that it's impossible for a regular person like I am, you are, to change this world in any impactful way. But this example, this strategy shows us that we can change the world by just going to this park and running. And moreover, what those guys were doing, putting on those like strange clothes, is raising awareness about some really important issues, about really important charities. For example, let's take the example of that Reno guy. So he put on that huge and ugly skeleton just to raise our awareness about the issues facing rhinos in the world, because they are an extinct species, and they need support, they need help from our community. So people just look at this guy and they think about this issue, and probably they will chip in a few bucks to help support that charity. This is how it works. It's simple, but it's very powerful. So guys, you may ask me, okay, that's a great idea, but how can I help? How can I take part in this movement? And my answer to you is very simple. It is just 4 digits, 5275. You've probably guessed it. It's the distance in meters. This is the distance that you can run, all of you, and make this world a better place. How? Well, there is a special event, special run, which is run in Moscow. This is its official logo. Basically, it's the annual running event. Everybody, no matter your age, your religion, your sex, anything, you can come to that place, run, chip in your money, and help improve someone's lives. But most importantly, you can also improve your lives. You will understand that when you are finished with the distance, because you will get this feeling that you've took action, that you've helped some deprived kid in a far remote area. And probably you've helped pay for their expensive treatment, no matter what. And also you have changed yourself because you took on this challenge. You ran this distance. It might be really difficult for some because it requires you a lot of patience. You are in a lot of pain. And then you've crossed that line and you get yourself credit. I've done it. I've done it. This is how this exact running event has been helping kids. Basically, it helped pay for the expensive treatment of 14 kids who are healthy now. It's been helping orphans to get on the solid footing, getting them the skills they need in real life. It's also been supporting some veterans and war victims. So as you see, by chipping in an extra amount of money, you can make a huge difference in this world. So let's see some details. So why 5275? You guessed it, it's 1/8 of the marathon distance. Marathon distance is very cruel. You have to have a lot of training, a lot of patience, a lot of strength, a lot of stamina. But 5 kilometers is not a big deal actually. All of us in this room can run this